Hi, it is another beautiful Sunday. We thank God for the gift of life that He has given unto us. I'm so happy that you are alive, and I hope you are happy too. Of course, whatever you are expecting from God, the fact that it hasn't come yet does not mean that it will never come. I hope you went to church. I'm sure you went to church too. And I'll call Papa no. Papa no there, we say Munje Jao no. Munje Jao no, Muni Shi, or Mother Mama. Jao. The Jesus so far, sorry dear. Wow, you're there right there, and if you say audience fancy. Nah, they be hard and make us say, no, be an and say, and then if a brain, sorry, Nansu, a bimu, yet saying you home, you. Over coffee, Bimusa, Maria was Reno. The same time, ye Bimusu is. Into the other baby, and I was set with them like them, with their radius. Mamma Pabba, Mamma Emma Pabba, Eba Match TV. So, send any daddy can all shed ya. And you are cry, you are the right place, yes. Here on Match TV, we educate ourselves, we advise, and then we correct few errors in our journey of life. Yeah, it is Sunday, you know. As I promised you guys yesterday, that today we will be coming on air for another interesting segment. Yes, we are here once more. And I'm sure you can see a very beautiful lady to my right. Yeah, is it right? Yes, it's right. To my right, she was here yesterday and today she's still here. If you have any relationship issue, in fact, no bro, and I was on our boy in India. And now, dear, you are or the number with you. Now, wafa now in the come. And I have a motivational room, so I be doing come about a very sensitive topic. At the high as I say, error, as I say, then you're correct. But before I be correct topic, so no, let me introduce my guests. You're welcome, sweetheart.
Thank you very much. I'm also very happy to be around.
Blessing to us, but we pray that today you will be more blessing unto us.
Amen.
And impact a lot of lives.
Yeah.
Hey, she's really looking gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Relationship for much entire.
Hey, pressure.
Your friend or sister Abigail Jacobson. One send you in the park. But I'm a diva come money a big girls. Big girls no one big girls now to me say big girls now. And no yeah. So while we are here, as I've said, and we are going to talk about time management. So you can see time management by time management. So let's go straight to our guest and then we start the conversation. Welcome once more.
Okay, thank you
so
very
we are
much.
Here to discuss about
my wonderful host.
Oh my, I'm always happy to be on set with you.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
How for you? You for manage me or me? Yeah, sometimes I do need to fast and I'm in Tishy.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so let's go. We are talking about time management. Time management. What does it mean?
Basically, we are in a generation whereby we don't make so much use of time. We don't make very good use of time, especially for our youth. For our youth. But the Bible makes us understand that remember your Creator now in the days of your youth.
All right.
Before the days of adversity will come that you do not know what to do. And when you talk about those adversities, maybe you are ill, you get to a point that you can't even help yourself. So when we talk about time management, basically we are talking about the effective use of time here.
All right.
Yes. Making very good use of time. So the time that we have, and then we know that in this world nobody has more than 24 hours.
Not at all.
We all have 24 hours within the day.
Sure.
And then every hour is 60 minutes, and then we have every 60 seconds making 1 minute for us. So we can ask ourselves, and this time goes and never comes back. So after this 24 hours, it doesn't come back repeating itself. No. So today is 23rd August 2020 is never coming back again. So within the whole day, assess yourself. How judiciously have you used your time today? How?
So what's it? Waka bro for no them. I mean, boy, train no small. See the whole day. the whole day and I was sorry the whole day no dear pan out the time in the year again someone said bibi flash with him what I say calculation oko papa no one no pano and one quite sorry yes ubo until that time now we still now oko bancher no na yes uba this time na emre na ye wo mu no these are the times I see a pampo be say yeah then yeah well obi ka just say yes emma dia or that it's a big lie obi ka just say and you been a ball who free your man of better assassin it's a lie into yeah sana big girl said he can every day I was say one kasa wa assassin I dey chi and odi empa 24 hours na nyame di ma yeah so di nsem hunu emra atwa mu dia 15 eko me sure say odi nsem hunu bio to dia my ento aso nti o hwe this generation aye wo mi a Nyoma bempa na abora yen youth especially no na me stress on e man but this time the men man nyina ka ho nti yen youth pa de empa na e ma yen ntimi manage your time edi kan twen ye ka say management as anything
management ye ka say management it's basically about planning
abrofu ibeku ye
nti say oh manage bibia say ode into 2 year to crime say na be ya obenya bibia at the end of the day. Right. So you are planning and putting in all the measures to achieve a goal at the end of the day. That is what planning is management is all about. Sorry. Yes.
Wow. Time management. Nti say we planning with time. The next 20 minutes may
yes.
3 hours and may say ni na time management.
Yeah.
Now let's go. What are some of the things that prevent good use of time? As youth, no.
It's
me make good use of your time.
When we look at time management issue, it's a whole big issue in our days now.
Okay.
And the first and topmost in social media.
Hey, Papa no for no.
Social media. Now, in these our days now, the thing that is, I think one of the time wasters. Your classes are your money. I want to talk for more time wasters, and your money real time pan. They are the time wasters. And then social media is our number one time waster. Ask yourself when you go to social media, what do you do? What impact does it make in your life, and what do you get from that social the views you are doing over there? Most people go online not basically to learn anything, but to just yes, let's know what is going around us. Yes, we understand. But at the end of the day, some people can equally spend the whole of the day on social media.
Doing what?
They will just viewing people and nothing really. They are not making good use of social media. But now social media is a tool whereby you can use to promote businesses. You can use it for a whole lot of stuff. And as a Christian youth, what are you using your time for on social media? Some people go there, not even a gospel message. Whenever you read their statuses, you don't get anything that adds up to your life. So somebody can spend the whole 24 hours. Apart from sleeping, apart from day eating, some people are even addicted to social media to the extent that they can't even leave their accessories down and then eat. They can't. And then looking at in a situation in the world now during the pandemic, we were all under lockdown. And as at now, students are even at home. But let's ask ourselves, how many students are making good use of their time now? They are all sitting down, waiting for maybe schools to reopen. And then all we do is social media, what is trending now. And we know in Ghana currently, Papa, no, you can ask a youth currently, like, what is going on? And they can give you updates of everything that is going on. Ask the person, this morning, did you do your quiet time?
Like as you've already said, lockdown time, no. Ube study online, but to meet now online like 24/7.
Very true.
And our online, and I do our online. The question is, what is the person doing there? Ube most of the guys no show be picture run or shall not know so this lockdown time, a lot of guys have really masturbated. A lot of guys. But that is the truth. How you're so addicted to sex until lockdown and a girl in chain and one can impona hono. And one saw a show bit so sana, not just all the so sad now we are let me tell you something. There are some things that you do that you think
but God sees it all.
God has seen you. And secondly, who say one kasa honam no? For instance, lockdown time no do time masturbate. If you masturbation, there who say masturbation no any infertility nenam. Inti da chi bia wakonya oba so no bia ware no. Akofo obi baba aka say for poorer for the richer no. Na obedu fie no na de chasa wudi a problem for the kososo. It's time management, you know. It is something that the youth of today has to pay attention to.
Very good attention.
You as a lady, as you said, to say lockdown time almost 4 months as students but
it started from somewhere March.
Circumstance, can a student be at home for 4 months without learning? Like you
people can be. Time. Look at recently what happened in our SHS when they were going to write exam. Look at what came, the chaoses that came out because they were giving past questions, and within those periods there was a time for them to have studied because now you weren't going anywhere. You weren't going to the classroom. You don't have any pressure. So you were supposed to have settled your time in such a way that you could have managed it so well to be able to study. But now most of them didn't do that. And then the exams came out of the blue and met them. And now they find themselves wanting. And most of the students, you see them almost every second on social media. It's disheartening.
It's just sad. It's sad. You realize that these universities that very soon they will all be going back to school.
Yeah.
You go to campus and realize some people they are really confused. I say
they don't know what they want. They are
because 4 months when you see into the 4 months, now you're there. Which picture now that go to social media, and you can see looking beautiful. You look sexy. You look. The guys were telling you all those sweet words, and you think so more do. Omo pe no omo no wada no ma sin ja wa kan omo no beda no omo no wadan for ada no omo no sisters ni nyina ada wa ho ene ya ware ase ade e show pa na say we need to awo na be ma no ne wada oni wadan for ada say mo nyina ro abo gala bo what when you tell me be ma be bo galabo make good use of your time as a woman. Me, I always say that I'm a lady, so I speak to the ladies most time. Make good use of your time as a lady. Men can say they say I'm a single and teacher say, and one say me a free and I mean I'm so I'm high. Those guys that you are always in their house and all that. Most of them we are online studies so.
Yeah.
Daytime no any weddings and we are uko fear or dano.
Very true.
I was a quick traffic check. I say I sending as I'm home. No it yourself, you know. Some no. Oh, Shiandi and to both so picture and crana. When you're who yes, who wada. Oh, no, oh, Shiandi. Stop wasting your time. There is no time to waste. Emra ni ho, they be a case, emreko. Yen ye chem, yen na ye bre echo. Because time there, time will always be there. Omo mo wuti tete no. Time na no and none that's all by this. That's what me ka say last year no. Na time na one na adie san. They say no adie achi na e kasa adie san. No. Yen na ye time e twem. Yen ye twem. Ye nipa yen ye twem. And ye time ni na twem. Time ni de ba ho. But yen ye twem because there is time nyame ama ye nyina se betena asase so. Se wo breso a na wan se ese wo ho a. Yaka wi say yen hwe yen Christopher yen Christian yes ye Christian so be who Christian pa na obone la bachere what is the cause of that? What to even make somebody behave like that? Also ye Christoni o sorry time e say o sorry kwa unko
most of the times
she knew how obey
most of the times I would see that as a misplaced priority. That's what I would see that as. Because say o prioritize your life na say bibi hu hia wa you give much attention and much time to that thing but the moment at the corner hu shut down here no hu shut that money time to you can say we coming to church early and all that so if a corner prioritizing on nyankopon the Christian journey the person is able to prioritize the things of God so the person knows that I'm to meet the King of Kings around 7 a.m. The person makes sure the person gets seated by 6:45 a.m. in the auditorium, but not like the person will come back around like 7:30, 9:30. If you were to meet an interview panel, and then they tell you that come and meet us at 8 a.m. What time are you going to set off? You set off very early and even get to the
is
place.
It that we don't fear God?
I would.
Like Udi in somebody, and now we are there because
he's merciful.
Yeah, because he's merciful. But it's like we are making fun of the whole thing. Say, I say, oh yeah, because ohunipa mo bontinu. Let me just do this. Oh, we are taking the mercy for granted.
Yeah.
Because I was so quite sorry this time. Then you see the person goes like, oh, then some recover pass down members in my. So let me just do this. Because son and my yeah, as Christians, no, what is happening? Like at the end of my OBS, apart from you prioritizing God as, so I think there are some attitudes we or why we have to put a stop to them because MYN to say Christopher.
Yeah.
MYN. So what do you think we should do? Like, yes, a Christopher, yes, yeah, Christians. Yes, me a Christian, me kwa sharaha, me ko but the time that is slaughtered by the leadership that munya way, dabi. Yeah.
And I think discipline also counts. So after placing your priority right, ebi amasheme who say by 6:45 I want to be in church.
Alright.
Se man discipline me ho a mean to me. Manyama dream and see my dream please. I want to get to that place by 6:45. So how do I get to that place by 6:45? I have to wake up very early, and not just waking up early and then make preparations in advance. Until next Sunday we all went to church. Yes. So I knew that today I'll be going to church. I get all things set for the morning. Before I even wake up, because at times we are human beings, you know. At times you can even oversleep and all that.
Sure.
So if I have some ironing, I do it the night before. If I have some notebooks, my purses, my money that I'll be taking, I gather all those stuffs, and so that when I wake up the following morning, and even some few minutes late, as in maybe I want to wake up at maybe 5 o'clock, and I'm some few minutes late, I still have time because now I don't have to do the other stuff. I just have to get my shower, do 1 or 2 things, and then I'm off I go. So I think the discipline also counts, and then we making preparations in advance.
So can friends that we have around us also affect our way of managing time? Like some friends around you can lead you to places that you're never even supposed to go.
Yes, we have that. We have this kind of this impromptu meetings and then impromptu visitations and all. Right. So you can be there today. You know that I want to do A, B, and C. But all of a sudden somebody calls you, and you know in Ghana most of us don't know how to say no, because when I tell this person no, I feel like, hey, as soon as Becca say, me for and something of that sort. So okay, though I have planned to do this because this person says I should go and escort him or her to this place, then let me stop whatever I'm doing and then I go with the person.
But right?
It's not right. Please, let's all learn how to say no. Learn how to say no. So if the thing doesn't fit into your plan, just tell the person, Asumesi, I wish I could help you. I wish I could have gone with you. But today I can't because I have to do this or that. And it's that simple. When you tell the person that, the person can't arrest you, it is you. And the person can't drag you there.
I think saying no is also a full thing. Like, it's a problem that we need to solve as Africans.
Yeah.
Because most times the whites, when you work with the whites or you move with them for some time, they mean their words. Whatever they say, that is it. Whether you are their mother, their father, their husband, they don't care. If they tell you, don't visit me after 5, and then you call them, you're like, hey bro, I'm passing by your house. And for be a chili and before story, they'll tell you, please, I'm sorry, I'm busy. Can we talk later? That's what they will say, because they prioritize everything. Day in, day out, whatever.
They value their time very much.
Why can't we do that as blacks? Because I say, and then to a man on so, who now boy afro, and I'll put on Besrami, would a man coffee for sorry after any brow. Let me share this story with you. I was listening to somebody, and then a prisoner shared his story, how his girlfriend died without he killing the lady. But it was like he came to the lady few hours after church.
Okay.
He was in church, and then the lady called him that, please, can you pass by my house after church? And then he's like, okay, I will come. So after church, he left the chapel with his Bible and everything, to the lady's house. When he got there, they went to do their own thing. In fact, omuko ye your money on my papa. Omuko ye papa no your money name. Omuwe no so I'm going home. Let me just go and change my dress, and then when I'm back, we chat or we talk about something else. The lady was like, okay. And a guy in coffee. So when he got home, he tried to call the lady. Just 10 minutes after, offer a lady, nobody was picking the call. And then he was like, but I just left this lady's house. What could be keeping her from not picking my calls? And then he was like, okay, let me just change it and go back to her house and see. When he got to the house, the lady was dead. Just after he left, the lady was dead. And when he got there, the mom of the lady was like, this was the guy that came to my daughter 10 minutes ago. So please,
they arrested him.
He started talking. They told him, shut up. Anything you say will be used against you in the court of law. Asan, he didn't have any lawyer, nobody to speak for him. For that, and someone prison. Or see, omo charging is a murder or a murder, you know. Omo man said 20 years or say 15 years. Share atupabi obi na kan asem share atupabi de wo be ko bonsan jemo. Share wakobo atupawi a share de de waba. Share esi also. So share enka or managing the time if he had informed the lady that I'm in church and after church untimi nyame so wo de my den yenka say three and abribia enka obi ani wo be chi no but while managing the time what cheapy lady no into the time into that day crab. I'm not sure that he planned so because call visit lady no at that time. And I share and no punishment awenya nyame we there nyame punishment awenya they say who crab Bible no on chain and na who boatopa no wie no share wako serve wako do in some prisons.
It's sad. It's sad.
20 years. Easy.
Whereas he knew nothing about the death. Just because of an illicit affair.
Clean. Some years later. And now, now before Friday, assembly said, now, so the lady has a disease. Until when you may draw beer, the drug has a time. As I say, I need human do that time, no drag. Let me say, BBC, Emma, Lady Nancy, and you'll be around here. But just that say, the time no, the time you know was strong. Time from church, sorry, your Bible in the crowd. Time me, who mismanage you time, and Yami Chiauka, or no Nakechi, and say, Okoda prisons, for some years before Yami and Adom. A government came now, Muyinko for Nayami Adom. But he said he did something. He vowed to God, say, rather, so I'm free, peer free prison, and penatria
once bitten, twice shy. Oh, gracious.
Just and so to mess for the rest of my life. That was what happened though. And I am Miss Yen Adam there or cast assembly train. I made that day, Nana. A government be no Muyinko for and no Muyino. You see now. Who mismanage you time? Oh, bro, what did you bread? What got bro prison? No offense. So you see, the reason why I said, Papa no munya omo. Munja omo mumbo brapa. You oba you so time ye. This time I won't worry, you know. This is not the time for you to be sleeping, jumping from one man to the other. Ye juma na unya usika kakra oba obi anoma weni so. Because I dear about where money probably break up on you, or misuse your time. Say they are not content
with what they have. Yeah, contentment is because one thing, one whole thing.
Oh no, Bibia no pre, Bibia and see. I dear one plan a day, crano. You are rushing.
Sure.
To go and do it. I don't think it will help. Into especially to say man and Casano. Time management, let me say we have a problem with that.
Yeah, for you know, but when it comes to time management, there are some of the things that you can't really control. There are some of the things like traffic. Okay. Some of these things like these unforeseen circumstances.
Yeah.
Things can just happen. It's just rain. You were going somewhere, but it just rained and you couldn't go through the rain.
Sure.
Those kind of things, it's so normal for them to happen. That one, you know, you have no hands in that. But the ones that we have hands in them, please, let's try our best. And social media, please, we are not saying social media, it's very, very good. It's very, very good. We are all on social media. We are making use of social media.
Sure.
But please, don't build your life around social media. Don't just waste your whole day there. Find something doing. Do something profitable with your time. It's not always about Twitter. It's not always about Facebook. It's not always about WhatsApp. It's not always about what have you. Let's just make good use of our time. So you can even schedule, like maybe in the mornings I can come to social media for some time. I pass there. Maybe later in the day, in the afternoon, and probably in the evening. You can set your time.
They don't even have time when they wake up in the morning for quiet time.
The first thing they take is to check
phone.
The WhatsApp messages that have.
And when I'm in chatting, I'm in mood, and I'm here so the order send me by.
Oh.
What change or don't send some? What does you
Or anything.
Yes, I'm not saying it's a man don't go out with anybody. Yes, and they will hear but
it's very, very necessary.
Yeah, plan here. Now the nation but money breast and your bread bros.
And that even comes to talk about something. We shouldn't waste our whole life on relationship, and especially on healthy relationship. It's one of the time wasters because people meet somebody and then the person talks to the person like 24/7. Within a day, like the person will talk to you like almost like, let me say, like 6 hours to like 10 hours within the day. And I ask myself, what do you talk about? And do you know the funny thing about all this? Sweet nothings. I call them sweet nothings because where did he? Let's give an illustration here because I love this kind of things. Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
I miss you, baby.
Oh, really?
Hey. Now this morning, what are you wearing?
My normal night well.
Hey, why won't you bath?
Okay. Don't know. I'm watching TV.
Hey, what program is that?
One of the relationship programs.
Oh, okay. And what is happening? Okay. Which channel? Which channel? So that I can also watch.
Atinka TV.
I can see it. I can see it. The lady is trying to. Okay.
Okay. She's just teaching about some things and all that. And I was thinking about you and.
Oh, baby. You know that why I love you.
Oh, of course I know.
And this morning, what are you eating?
I don't even know. Do you have anything at home, or what do you think I should?
You know me too. I'm in Hoho and you are in Accra. Or I should order some food for you.
No, what I eat now, eat the same thing.
All this kind of talk. Where does it end into?
Sister, nothing.
So with this all this, so you see that at the end of the day, the relationship doesn't even build the person up. It's just a time waster.
Yes.
Because if it is a relationship that builds you up, at least the person offer and how are you doing? Do this. The person can even at times there are some people that even pray with you and have your quiet time, share your quiet time with me. Not like the person will come and then it will always be like, as you may see, what have you eaten? What I'm wearing, what I've eaten. Does that really matter?
Now, is there any guy now that do we have relationships that the person calls you? Now we have phones too for more than 1 hour.
Hey, there are people like that. I remember my days. I had a friend that was speaking to this guy 24/7. You ask and you be like, when she hangs up, it becomes a problem. So there are some like that, and people are being tolerant of it.
Oh no, Tommy.
And you're not Tommy.
Credits no better.
I be on my tea your better. Maybe so what dear.
Hey.
And it's not just even the waste of time. It's waste of finances as well.
Some of us, no. Because there are a lot of, so do you know something? Some people that some relationships saying, the person is not adding any value to your life. The person is just wasting your time.
Let's just ask, so when you look at the relationship that you have, for the number of years, some can even go to like 6 years, 7 years. What impact has the person brought in your life? Even if it is for a year, what additional thing, when you look at your life, what additional thing has this person? Because this person is, mind you, the 24 hours that you have, he's taking some of that time. And if the person is not adding anything profitable to it, that means a deduction. Wow, boka.
Hey, wow. Hey.
Oh, and in accounting, we'll tell you that it's a liability because this person is not adding any value.
No, big girls, I can't think far. You be on phone with me for over 1 year.
Oh, it happens.
Business, and you see a
business,
your career. And
you know, with such conversation, they get to a point you just get stuck. You don't even know what to say anymore. Because and then the person will be like, "Are you there?" Then you be like, "Yes, I'm there."
I'll tell you, I'm sleeping because you know, one if you are talking like if you are my boyfriend, anyway, I'm not dating, so that's what I'm talking like. If you are my boyfriend,
anyway, she's singular, so you can bring your application.
And you call me and you are like, "Where did I? What should I?" Then from the beginning, first day need in fact make us.
You pardon the person, right?
But if you keep on doing that, now one day friend will say a glow and career to say, a juma to say, see I send our year school to say and all that. I'll get bored. In fact, I'll be mad at you because I'll tell you straight for say, bra. Me pebe ma baba ye na me ukohin and now udiane say pam no. Pam no say ya bro. Yeah, breath. Because right now this relationship thing no, I will think of every time.
Sure.
Obi be dating for 8 good years. The pakono one day ombusa o say he fa kra na ye dwuma da. Ana we dwuma mumpo onto ne nan po emma ho say me be hwa na say lunch.
No, edwuma mumpo. The person doesn't even know your background.
Like onim she about you.
The person doesn't know family. The person doesn't know.
You are an Ashanti.
Doesn't even know your immediate family. Doesn't even know your siblings.
Even know your mom.
Oh,
your dad,
forget.
Nothing, no siblings, nothing. The only man is say, oh, I hear. And now call him, and now Baba Mincho, Ubedu Ninja, oh, young come up and then me bufu. When you go visit the person is like, good day, and then DNC, and then the Okasa 1, 2, 3 asa, or Ninyans and saying, Biaka. Excuse me, but no crabby or what?
The truth hurts.
The truth hurts, but it's better said than never. So I would say that, oh, Shemi, yeah, only Bema now, Babity now, Bano, or add this shit to life.
Yeah,
sweetheart, that relationship will not do it. It's just a time wasting stuff in your life. Ukofia, and I say, oh, we are friend, and say, Joy,
yeah.
Come now, me no one come on, you say, me no tonight 4 years in na. I say, dear now, mommy, what is your this thing for me?
You don't have any vision for your life.
You don't have any vision. If the person doesn't have any vision for you, then it's better you just stay. Because men can say time, a bread, a be or say, menini, me this say, a brand new ho. A brand new home, mommy. So let me just submit myself to somebody. Let me just marry. Oh, the mommy wearing a son, a trino. I'm a bon pie. Mammy, yes, share. God, and Brenda, I did, you must say, maybe 30 years. Maybe 35 in Tino. I was semi premium. Echo red ribbon. One show you, I'll any up with somebody who wastes your life. The person who wastes your
time. Very true.
And your life. Because everybody knows that Monday to Friday are working days.
Yeah.
Saturday a day who be o fear na unko edwuma Saturday dia who be o fear. Sunday anapa ukwa sorry ko ba wa be prepare on for it Monday. Enti say one plan no like Monday crown you say Monday who sorry anapa gidi watare one so one yeshi and honestly wo throughout the weekend you were just joking, you were just having fun from club to the other club, from this club to the next club. Never bro, you just waste your life, you waste your time. But dear Yanni say big girls oba ube waste your time do baby afinyambe wadoma onya bema bia na dwene mu da what waste your time sant what say.
And you know in this hard times one thing is that because we are just misusing time, we don't build ourselves. Into Obakra, what value are you adding to the man you call a husband?
Most ladies, they don't think about the value they are adding. Or no, they be a person be never adding value to another life.
No, nobody can add value to your life unless you yourself you allow it.
Then so many ladies they lack that because they think that minya bema ebi obi or sim person me worry suffer. Intimate the may say me sorry they be and all that, but apart from our sorry no after church what next? Because who can say who the sorry no obeka sorry 24/7 in your na wan ye dwuma be be no obeka say me
lazy person
me person o se o person so mama o person so for mama inti wo dia unye dwuma bia ansa gusu ye we dwuma pe dwuma bia se school na wo so okọ emre ni uside o Emre eni wo twem emre no wo but wo twem wo bre twem obi o ha say me wie school no ma nya obi ama na amfa man ko school ti no obe send your life so we SS na wan nya obi ama na nto ane so anko university but the truth is that yen nyina nya obi ana obi school na ko university
no straight off no
wo de onya 6 months course be online so obe waste time or social media atie obi emfa hwembro etie nkrofo beef na omu yeye na omu fa hwembre no so obe tie sa nkrofo ni de who depend on online course be 6 months who dem nka say me go university enti no me wie yaba me go there are a lot of people that are working in Ghana omunye university
they don't have the qualifications yes but they get there and build themselves
kakra until go online who dem nka say na me person me go invest straight for me person me course enti enti me pedigree chinchina etwan who go online obenya courses bebre be build you up. The only thing is that you know where you are going.
Sure.
If you know where you are going, you know how to get there.
Sure.
But only baby I walk
yes, if you don't have any direction, any road goes.
Yes.
See, only baby I call there quine beer do baby. And yes, in Ghana quine beer do beko baby.
Quine beer do beko baby. We
so
are doing online find yeah. And obi say obi susu be employ with data.
The devil finds work for the idle hands.
Ya me hunu nkwa na nipa ne be send na be hu obi say na nsen beef na we anyway the so called coming from celebrities. The so called almost a public them. Omo celebrity. You can't be a celebrity that the person is a prominent person. Inti the so called public figures no public omo public figure me hu di am fa mo. Bon sa nipa no we di nsem hu no wane dem a we twetwa ne ho kika wanadwen bon small girl no akoto credit me be hwe papa no abie ne nyina wa hwasa owi ana akọ next video me that person has completed SHS for almost 4 years and the person has been home and so we dey enroll in she person degree straight for madam per certificate no
sure.
Would do 9 to 1 na me be mo bi apushi wa koto
yeah very
but
very
put na fie say me that me person me go invest in teacher say me nya invest in ya me to me na ya bra madam and the obecho but how do we prevent all this?
Okay, so in managing our time, the first thing I think we should also do is we should have a to-do list.
Good.
A to-do list. So in the morning, you wake up, you plan. Okay, when I wake up, I'll do my quiet time.
Right.
After my quiet time, I would do some household chores. And if I have to go to work, off to work. And if I don't have to go to work, I'm at home, what am I doing? Should I enroll in some courses? Should I learn a skill? Should I learn a trade? Nowadays, everything is online. If it is sewing you want to, if it is beads making, if it is anything you want to learn, anything you have passion for, have a to-do list. Don't let the 24 hours come and go like that without having any sort of plan. In these times, most people don't have plans. Good. You ask somebody, what is your plan for the year 2020? Corona. Only bimpo.
This year the corona be man go for a break.
Only plan bia. Let's start little by little. Even if you don't have a plan for the year, what about the plan for the day? What are you to do with that 24 hours? No, mind you, when it goes, it never comes back. It's like a cough. It doesn't come back that you can get hold of it. So you have to have a to-do list. Now, when you go to Google Play Store, there are a lot of to-do lists with reminders that would alert you, oh, you were supposed to have done this at this time. And you have to be disciplined enough to do that. So we shouldn't just let the 24 hours go by without us doing anything. We should have to-do lists. That's one thing. And also we should have the time fillers. When we talk about time fillers, like something that you use to wet away time. When say I told you can just get stressed or depressed or something. Yeah. So the time fillers are something that you do to ease away your stress, like to be free. So when you have a certain hobby, if it is dancing, so within the day you can just play some music so that you take that stress off, because all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So if it is reading you love, you do that. If it is singing, you do that. If it is maybe you have to go out for fresh air, do it. Anything to wet away time. Yes, we are not saying that 24 hours there. You can never use all for a Juma. Definitely.
Now we and the possible.
And when you're possible.
But the ever say a training say make good use of the time, like time. Maybe I said 24 hours and a park and a park say and a Joe. You have to know what to do at what point in time.
In time, yeah, sure. And then also we should develop ourselves. We should develop ourselves. So okay, I have this time. My youthful days and all that, when it goes, I'm not getting it back.
Sure.
And every day you are some minutes. Even as we are sitting here, we are some seconds older. We are minutes older now, and we are hours older. So okay, so in 5 years, where do I want to see myself? Okay, in 5 years, I want to become this person, a renowned person. How do I achieve that? You know, everything you do daily piles up. Because it's within 5 years and it's all falls within that category. So build up yourself, your talents. Just like in the Bible, he gave men. Don't be envious of somebody's talent. Sure. If you have 10 talents, work on them.
That's
if you have just one,
it's really killing a lot of people.
Yes.
Because who will be I'll say if I crown why say when you brain or share when you brew beer, won't mean plan or like.
Sure.
You always be thinking about the person. And when you brew be so I deba kwa nya say when you brew be pe kai say wo nya cancer. Share any brebe no. Wo nipa ko na I am show pe. We am show de bia ho nipa no e bia nipa no ni na kwa sorry. Share every Sunday bia we am show ba kwa share say na wo whole body e. Now we am show sa 4 times in a month. Hey. Sister, brother. Hey. And I cancer. BP Uda bobo pressure chese ni nyina bobo ni nyina yam hihia no nkwa no ebe kuntam internet senia big osaka no you should have a to-do list the other so yeah e china me say ade china pa me say 3 hours time me say me po adwuma me fa ha me say me bedu fie was me that this time ebi mo ho a some people are not able to catch up with their to-do list because they don't, most of them ebia ene wa point juma I so ko fie no wakọ na ni namfofo bi ana omo pi omo ko ba bi na namfo bi afre no that was not part of his plan though.
That's why I said earlier we should know how to say no. Enti say unam wa point juma wa dan for afre wa na say nka plans wa
carry bia bo na asre o da be sini enko no say o chale me basisi a enti party no kwa okotwi ma na ma ne refi
and you know something obekon so on waste just some few seconds obekwa ko waste almost into the night after the best e be on ma obesori anopa no abre
boys go party I also go waste 2 minutes oko chilean girls omo ko chili until obeba no bedu fie no wabre
and that also leads to another thing. Productivity it's affected because I was say anopa no kwa ejuma we juma start me fan say 8 and as me fan say 7 enti wako party and as what's not social media for all this number of times wo afedie adebeche no real because now you wake up in the morning you are supposed to wake up at maybe 5 a.m. but because of the previous day now okoshe mo bia make o be fie before 12 and as be one after 12 and you wake up in the morning and then
you're a prophet that was what I was going to drive on say wa kwa chili aba and all that intadia san one sorry in term we do adwuma 8 no wa do 9 into eto aso aya now person you
it's either you lose your job and even if you don't lose your job your productivity is affected and especially when you are with a private organization in Ghana, you just lose the job flat. Because but it's with the public sectors there, to the beer, you can.
As for public,
you might have your ways through, but maybe
because if you use a government,
sure. But we always say this thing: 99 days for the thief, 1 day for the master. Yeah. So please
stop wasting your life, please.
Because mind you, when you lose this job, what are you going to feed on?
Emre niho, there is no time.
No.
Especially Emma bebre na no. Osisua. or co school crampon pay attention to the studies. Or yen your busy basa sign to go so real school no. Or when say what or school no, like he or she was not productive. Into when say oh real school no. Maybe I will find in a piano or who saw a productive.
Sure.
Because who goes school when is she walk away still time. We are Bema and Udi Mechis and we are Bass Udi Memechis and I'm a boyfriend and then my boy CMP, Echana Echana Koha whole week and now here we now I say invest you on Obia Mokono, Obia no also an in your scene to Sukoi. Ukono bag now which free, Ufie. I'll make a choice a quajo.
You came alone and you live alone.
Mr. Ocean, dear Mamma, why? Who free and who no been a free. One now free. We are twins campon and Moko no bia put on the back different.
Be admission letter different.
Don't go and waste your time. Don't waste your time. Please continue.
And then one thing as students, please, whenever you go to campuses, you are there for a reason.
Sure. Yes.
You are there for a reason. You are not there just to get a degree and then go. Build yourself up. Study. That was the main reason why your parents took you to that place. So it's not always like, as you said earlier, people are like, we are going here, we are going there, what value is that thing adding to you? So anytime you look at something that is taking your time, ask yourself, what value is this thing going to add to me? Your friend calls you, let's go here. Assess yourself for some minutes. This place that we are going, what would this thing add to me? If this place that we are going to wouldn't add anything profitable to my life, why go?
That's why Bigil says what? Learn to say no. Okay, because there are so many people that are dying today because they wasted their time some years back.
Yeah.
Oh, sir, usisu ebi oha, ubenyo penyin bi amana to fo. Oh yes, say. We say more, but ebi oha untie sa when it's bete ono. When you need to pempen so bia, uko wechia enye ye. When you man na also
uko.
Ena kai say time years now are wasting na. One day utnasia. So one kind in nso.
It's two ways.
Into whatever you are doing this time no kai say time any home emre ni ho. Age anyame mo bia so betia so asase no. Ade achi nyina esote.
Esote. Yeti akra esote.
Udi birthday. Now when you just say
birthday cry there wa.
Do you know when you do? How old are you now? Then you be dancing, you wow. And when you are nyina no. Me do birthday say ya areho kakra bem unim ne ntia because udi birthday bia like fie na nyame ama no esote.
And you ask yourself, what are you doing with this time?
Into years and what na asas no, what are you doing? Like dear pa na obetimi di usa treso na obetimi di usa se obu say hey maybe we are 50 years ni 50 years no metimi aye say enye we are say japade enye say kope we are say japade nyina o enye say kope basto uka kra bi die obetimi di usa se obu aka say maybe we are say no maybe 30 years. They say at 30 years no nyame adom bibia no ye dia ho de benti nyame adom bebe nyame apagya mi abedru ni enti my say me so matime say aye say my manage me time me resources me bibia say na be metime edru ha. Can you say that?
It's another story for another day.
Ubet me do sa abobo aka say nyame aye bi me 30 years on earth has been a blessing to me. Can you say that? A lot of we young ones ye ntimi nkasa because ya say bread no ye nyoma ensem fata and ye nyo bia so mane nka hwinkyere nze ya ka say we are on top. You are not on top, sweetheart. You are not on top. Oba ni be ma ni nyam for me nya wadwen say wo de wo ye de ope abribia ope nti wo ka say wo papa nhu wo mama nhu wo ko campus obi nhu nti wo ka say wo ye omo wo nyo yo.
Anytime we look at the side by side, we should look up.
Of course. Share. Oh, as I call lectures now, see what Charlie. Catch our girl and say, MPA. Sana Junior, there is a lecture no my MPA. Who pay you now? Share with you. Share say, will be one. Who shall name? Shall lecture.
Chain.
Bowshers, Okata Frodo. Were you able to cover?
And the opposite in the sky is always open. It's always looking up to us.
The sky is always open. You know, So yes, so Johnny Yami,
say
there is no way I'll bet me acquire Yami own, but because it's merciful, but don't
the Bible tell you say
that opportunity.
If David was like, if I go to the eighth beneath, I can't hide from you.
No.
Where on earth can you hide from God?
Hiding.
There is no place that you can hide from God. So please. And you know now it's the youth that, because the older people there, most of the time they've gotten to a peak in their life that some of them are still working at it, and some people have regretted the choices they made in their youth. So if you are being a youth now, please, it's one of the best time you can get. Invest in yourself. Use your time profitably. Please, it's very, very, very important. Use the time profitably. And don't let competition rob you of that time and joy you find in doing things. As soon as he's doing this, that is her. I'm doing this, that is me. God made us all unique. Accept who you are.
Of course. That's one thing like unto me accepting a one say ahana me free, this is what my parents have.
Sure.
And this is what they can afford for me. Until let me just get that. Accept it, be content with it, and just work hard. Because something can say, mommy, and I'm papa, or need me painting, you misuse your time. We get your PBR, whatever you are doing right
build
now.
Up. Because most most people we see at the top, when you ask them, they've paid the price.
Of course.
The time they've invested. True. The time they spend in building their spirituality, the time they spend in building up themselves, the time they spend in building up their careers, when they have to share their story with you, you see that it wasn't something light.
Share. So it's just heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking. Sometimes we share youth na yesisu na senior yet me like well, the way we behave, anytime, any job, it me ye bribi, or Phyllis or Bianca Shane, training tea, obey your open, all that. While for Beckans and won't tea, or back I said there will be a time you wish, sir, Obenya will fall around you to speak to you, Baunya. That's our brand new tea and ya, a brand as I say, who taking good care of yourself. What say brand already? Into when you know room pemper so be one will be when you know I say Yamia say tapping it in Mama na pemper mama na call for that. When you do baby, where do you bear 50 years? Man Yamia sabo pemper no sa 2 years.
Ye quit
and that honor. It's not possible. Into whatever you are doing, Mr. Pan say
at time.
For brain juma wife, for brain juma.
And one thing, punctuality. You know, you tell somebody, oh, as soon as you meet me up, we are all at fault. Meet me up.
Oh, Jai.
At 5.
Time. Okay, 7 now. Oh, forget it. 7 saying. Obedo no 10 cannot my.
And we as young persons here, as this kind of punctuality, we don't hold on to it now. When you get older, you can't maintain the habit too.
Of course.
Because something.
Adia waya manaka ohono. Eya nerding. Yes, it's suban to send you say. Suban bi oha. Eka oha. Yemfa nso we obi a. Time esesa okwa edwuma no. U feel say we obi edwuma nti. You go to the time that you feel say okwa edwuma. You go to work at your own appropriate time. And o boss akasa won't take.
Abai the bot teaching no one the bomba. Somebody will definitely do it to you. Adan say you want anya mi kunu dia. Anya papa da anya mama da. Hwe obehu say we oba wo ware we na kunu e bia adwuma ma wa. Wo na ye CEO no wo no. You be here too.
Obo so we adwuma e phone be sha say somebody. Tiu. Chese obe fie ka obi we na ani so bloblo. Nyame so ma wo kunu akoma e bare ama. Oh. You will feel the same pain uma boss, former boss, and our boss baby only on my what they went through. You go through the same thing. When the way we are suffering or going through pain. I don't think someone is on this earth. Rebecca say,
sure.
Or going through pain. He or she is so glad. He or she is so happy about it. The best story say, we are all at fault. We pray that grace will locate us.
Amen.
Send your baby, you bet me the embrace juma. yebenya bre ama ade erade e say emra so say obekonya mi nchen akọ emra so ye nka say wo fie ye nka say kwa asori nkwa ansa akọbọ mpa we be bia wo bia ba emra so say Christopher ye say Christopher ye obekọ nhyiemu no kọ upon one there say we no koye ejuma na say okontem akọ ejuma.
Sure. So I think with this thing, that means we have to develop. It should be at times we should plan it in the all-round form. Your spirituality should matter to you. Your physical health. What time are you making to eat, to drink, to exercise? Your financial, you have to plan that one, and all that thing will fit into the time. Okay, so with this time, what time am I even going to work, and what am I going to reap from this long hours of working?
All right.
It all has to do with time. How even the time you spent with the society, your friends, family, social media, all of those.
So a lot of people are lacking that.
Yes, you plan to.
Time for juma, but send a boost you and their life.
No, if you don't have time for, especially if you are married and you don't have time for family, somebody will just come and take the attention away from you, and it will get to a point you will not matter to them.
It will get to a point that you even need them back.
But
because
and that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't matter. So now you are not a priority to them. So please, so your social aspect should be part. Your moral life, you have to invest time. Your talent, your gifting, invest time. Everything in this life is about time.
Sure. Everything.
So that person that you admire so much, that person that you want to be like, go and ask them, and you see that the time they are investing in building themselves up.
When you speak to those who really have money, and most businessmen, they will tell you that time na that is the time they plan their, like, that's the time they do most of their jobs.
I know if people are busy and occupied with stuff, you don't see them lazing around with time.
No.
But if you are not busy, just because make use of time like
that. The person has been busy with other stuff, petty things. But anajo now adano. That is the time and the pakono. But to the boss, are planning the company, the workers,
sure.
Libya. And how would you compare yourself with such a person? Who are done now? Who just say what that hat? No. Oh yeah, yeah. What that hat? No. Oh yeah, Juma. And untina. Most times I didn't say for be person me to kwen kwa abroche the day with time.
Yes.
Bro ni ono on 5 bread and near grow. Because you can say bread juma 8. Now ko juma 8:20. You ma 1 in 3 times. The third one, fourth one will lose.
Oh yeah. And you know you can't work with an Englishman in this kind of, because for them meet me at 10. You go 10:30, you're on serious. And that ends it.
Of course.
So we have to, if we as Ghanaians, we always look up to the British people as our standard, and we speak, we should be like them with their time.
Because there is no way we are trying.
Oh, that one,
we always say that we want to be like them, want to be like them. Really? If you want to be like them, then you have to take time very serious.
Because at times
you have
now.
to take time very serious, because the fact that you are like, oh, we want to be like them, want to be like, really?
It's not easy.
You
have to pay the price of making good use of our time. Sister, be grounded.
Sister, brother, be grounded. Yes, you have to be grounded. It is very necessary.
Time and tide waste for no man.
Yeah.
So as much as possible. So if you don't have any to-do list, please, from today. Okoda plan it. It's a new week. So you can plan for the week. This week, this is what I want to achieve. So this week, I want to visit family, or the whole day I want to spend like 2 hours on social media or 3 hours on social media. So in the morning, I spend like an hour over there. You can decide to split it. Maybe I go to social media for some 10 minutes, but I make sure that at the end of the day, it will be like, it will fall within my 2 hours. But sometimes you go to social media, not like you have a business every day. You just go and watch statuses, view, laugh. No. We should prioritize our time. Thank God that today is a Sunday and tomorrow starts a new week.
Sure.
So let's all get a to-do list. We should be organized. You shouldn't do things like
hazardly. Like, you do this any day, anytime. You are okay. The whole day, if you don't achieve what you've planned,
be very organized. God Himself is a master planner, and God Himself made use of time. That's why He created time for us, because God used 6 days to create the earth. So He knew that or day one, I'll do this.
Of course.
If God was to be here on earth, He would have drawn a plan.
When you check all that He created, you realize that
it was organized
and perfect.
Yes.
There is no creature that you look at and you go like, oh, where the nyame money you, where the nyame money, where the no. When you boss her, you would feel that this man has
a master planner.
Yeah, so let's go. Preventions.
So as I said, we should get the to-do list. We should be organized, and then we should be very disciplined.
All right.
And then our priorities also count. And then you should prioritize it. Okay, what are some of the, so right now as we are discussing this, you can sit down. What are some of the things that matters? Okay. And then you arrange them. In economics, you have something like scale of preference.
Sure.
So you arrange them. Okay, so this thing, how would I prioritize it? What benefits am I getting from it? So for instance, social media, what am I doing? What am I getting from it? When it comes to church life, what am I doing? What am I getting from this? So you calculate all those, and then you arrange them in order of preference. So when I wake up, or when I look at my 24 hours, I'll give more attention to this, or I'll give more attention to that. So those things are very, 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 very necessary. So we have to prioritize. We have to be very disciplined. We have to be very organized. And then we should avoid procrastination. It's one of the main things of time. Yes.
But as a many kakra
but any kum not in social media.
Oh, nene kum no. The social media. Nene kum no. The ma AB ring is here. Oh, sweetheart.
Oh, to me, guys, say nene kum.
Hey, baby. When you come no, when you come no, when you come no, na.
Oh yes, Darko.
Echina me but won say oda ho no be friend no say oh Charlie. This mam pick up you say be my boy me chen. Ti me pick ya no ne wa kasa. When you come grab boy it me kasa 2 hours now.
Yeah.
Yo mate. Echina yo sa yo sa.
Procrastination. So please, when you have to do something, don't wait. Anytime, so me at times, what I do personally, at times I just have some small paper, or at times even my phone. Anytime something just comes up in mind, I just write it down. Because if you are not careful, you might easily forget. Me at times I got a lot of things on my mind that. So please also make use of that. Anytime you are prompted to do something and then you see that at that moment I can't do it, you have to schedule.
Right.
Okay, I get a prompting to call somebody, to check up on somebody. Okay, right now I'm in the office, and office hours I can't slate it for that or something, or I'm not on break currently. Okay, so you just put that thing down. Later you find a minute or two, just call the person, get to talk to the person. Because at times those encouragements can even calm people and all that. Sure. So we shouldn't just while away time. And as we say, every time you get every opportunity, just make the best use of it. Just make the very best. Give it out your best shot.
Sure.
Give it out your best shot. So we can't just laze around time and all that. And this is our time, and then we have to make very good use of every opportunity that life has given unto us. And then at times we have to be very flexible. And so there be some of the things here, like I said earlier on, there are some unforeseen circumstances that you have no hand in.
Yeah,
you don't have to kill yourself that I should have done this and I couldn't do it. So this one
a lot of people do that when they are dating, because Obi or I was saying, I was me come a boy home. Oh, the person is seriously sick, but or strive just to make the guy happy, just to please the guy.
Please don't live your life to please anyone.
You want to kill yourself. Hey, mommy, when you heart attack, about worry for what? When you heart, yeah, it's true. When you heart attack,
very that one day.
And I be what the stress, no track. I'm not car ball, not you could chow my back. Forget it. Papa, no worry. Papa, no, without. And you don't kill yourself for him. Just do what you can do. But man, castle chinchina, you want to do it, chinchina, you want to do, because at the end of the day, you don't have to please anybody.
Sure.
You are comfortable with us.
And then one thing is also that we should make time for rest and vacations.
Africa, Ghana have vacation.
Your vacations though, but we don't make use of them. At time holiday, and your holiday.
Monday to Saturday.
have vacation, have
Monday
rest.
To Sunday.
Have very good rest.
Please,
Monday to Sunday.
Wow.
But still without one. But still without one, you get a shorter break because you don't use the whole 24 hours at that workplace. So at times you just have to rest.
You need
the body needs it.
An ample time to relax.
Yes.
Let's say in the course of the week, Monday to Friday, you're going to work. Saturday, what happens?
You can rest, you can do your chores and other activities.
And afterwards, at least I was so to me baba and kakra on pass. What I said, really one pass so kakra now on pano say wo. But you don't.
Most times we don't make use of that, and you hardly see.
One pa who here from 11 to 4.
And you program where
one side. Oh, but one side. Oh, I didn't sister.
Oh, but we should take vacation. That's why in most institutions they have this kind of leave period. Whenever you get to your leave, it's not a time to
sometimes
waste.
They have the leave written, documented, but it doesn't work.
Oh, most organizations work here in Ghana. But what the problem is that
only
most
few.
Ghanaians, some of them actually don't take advantage of it. In the time or they be caught in the leave period, the person uses for this kind of how do I even call it? I'll do extra hours at work to get more maybe. But you can't kill yourself.
Work. You do extra work and use the money
to go to the hospital. At least, yeah.
The nurses
so
and
please,
the doctors, so my ready or more many brabbreno. We are who loser.
You ain't taking rest. Why? You ain't taking very good rest.
All right.
And then we should learn new things as time is going on. Learn new things, and at times too, you can't do everything yourself. Delegation.
Yes.
Learn to delegate.
Most leaders like that.
Yes.
They always want to.
You can't be one man thousand, no.
Because
if we are in this life, I want to do this thing. You know, if 2 heads are better than 1.
No. 2 proper heads.
Okay.
Some
2 proper heads. 2 wise heads. Okay.
Papa mienu edi
So at times you just have to delegate. Like, I want to do this, but I think when I get this person involved, I think it will be. You can't do everything yourself.
Of course.
As we are sitting here, we're doing it too. Aren't you enjoying it?
Yeah.
Yes.
But
so let's learn to delegate.
So you have a lot of workers, you have a lot of friends.
Boss be everything. None is subordinates you. It is a time now. Say what's happening and what's happening because one why one man. And most of the time, some people fear to delegate because they feel like when I give this person the opportunity, one on your fear and then another one is that nipa be better than me. And that's one thing. It's very bad. When you are delegating, you should have a good heart. If the person gets ahead of you, it is life. It doesn't matter. One day when the person gets to the top, the person will say, this person invested so much in my life. The person just sacrificed everything for me.
All right.
But it's not like you are kind of so afraid. I'll not let this person do it. You take my shine. You take my glory. No. Have a good heart towards people.
Glory. If you have that in your mind, you never apportion any position to anybody.
Yeah.
We are also there. Who ankasa ubre? Oh, body never break. Ube wuntem because ubre be brebia. We can say bibia we say.
So Obi can say I can't come and kill myself. Don't kill yourself.
Who kill you? Who say then? Kill you? Mo I didn't come to me yet. Mo bimboa or see that be. You be boa man here now about be adi. Oh. But ni nyina ye wedwuma. So dear adi no ba be asem. Sanipa no ye adwuma ye na sika ba wo na obetua nipa neka. So what is your problem? I think Africans no I say nyame share enye bibi ya adwene mu na kire say there should be a stir in our minds. And yes sir, we have these serious things but we are building on them. But I think say youth na ye ba no.
So the youth especially, yes.
Let's wake up from our dreams.
And one thing is, yes, that daydreaming and fantasies. At times people just waste time daydreaming.
We are dreaming, and where's to say? Where's to say? No, just do what is expected of you. Pray about everything you do. Do what is expected of you. Get some time for yourself. But say, when you're brema physically, you look good.
Sure.
When you're brema who that then our who say, if you only brema want to. Who srow o body new crana grig into bounce or bapa now body I say
I got say
you say gas simple rough Rough and smooth, baby are rough, baby are smooth, baby are rough, baby.
But one thing,
if you get time for yourself, you look good physically.
Very good rest helps. And if you make good use of time, you eat well because schedule time out baby. You drink well, and you know water helps the body. You have good rest. But please, yeah.
Why relax? What I say? Who dino now? Who dino? Who fadring?
Yeah, and don't be thinking too much about people. At times we waste time on, we at times become so worried. Worry is a thief of our joy because at times and you know those times that you spend worrying. Why don't you spend on other things? Just get other things to occupy you. It even destroys your health. Your health will be at stake.
Ebi mo aboda manye say bibi na esi won so adwendwen bebre ana o mo adwen na ati afa so ti you are a very young lady afi na wo ba obra you are a great leader. Just allow yourself,
sure,
have some time for yourself. Pray, just have a comfortable life.
Life in itself is very spiritual before the physical.
First of all, I will say ufanya unanti nyame akwanso obe say you are free inside you. Spiritually you are free. You don't bear any grudge. Like you are free. You know the obe o abrabom the economy. But if you have any grudge and I say spiritually you are shaking now. Obe say the obe biano ase ba.
Sure.
From there's a back from you know.
And one thing is that it's never too late to start anew.
Sure, it's never
too late. So please, yes, it's not about that. If you've not been able to make good use of time, start now.
Sure.
The time is now. Don't procrastinate. Start right at this moment. And thankfully, I thank God that I don't know, but I thank God that today is a Sunday. At least it would, and then we are even ending the year, the month. Let me put it that way.
Wow.
So it would even give you the opportunity to plan for the next month.
Of course.
That is September. So you can
relax. You know, when you get home, relax. When maybe you are in a car watching us, when you get home, relax. Take some deep breath and then get some water to drink. After doing your wash down and everything, then you relax. You get your book and then you get your pencil. You write something down for the week. Just go according to it. Pray in the morning. You pray.
Yes,
afterwards you
that's it. Commit your ways into the hands of the Lord.
See the hand of God in your life this week very mightily.
Yeah. So let us do that.
For anything, just you yourself be ready. Who you ready? I don't know ready, ama. Who you ready? Who susi nyaminya? Who you ready? Who shall no pa mom pa who you she? Or say only near that come as but still busa.
Or the bemau.
Oh sorry, I want musa she. No one say we very grigri na. We obi o very grigri sa o grigri but obi tu anya 1 hour no we twi nenim.
Asemi na woke. I remember on campus we used to have people that Obeko lectures me fan say 8:30, and with that 8:30 they would waste time like 8:30 no be sorry be 6 onya bet na sit me be fan say 6:15. The rest is the face.
Hey,
obe dress ya to like
hostel obi o na maka no me say anopa be sorry late o aye kwa while in campus sorry e kontem enti obe sorry giri no adware kwa bi o mo e ma pa o mo to mbo dware yo onya di so e say nso nyu sa dodgy we dodgy we shatter na na osiwo Crane names are first go second third and after the audio you one names are almost one owie pe pacha mo yen tem yen ko samre no obi apie ja no obeba no na ewie praises ewie bia ye preach.
It's rather unfortunate, but let's learn to make good use of time, get some places on time, and then learn something new. Something new. There are a lot of things that you have to learn. You can learn whatever you have passion for. Don't just waste time, but learn something. Right now, even in marriages and all that, no guy wants a lady that would probably not adding any value, or a gentleman that is not adding value. So we should add value, and then adding value to yourself is always about time. Yes.
This time now, worry, it's the best time to
add
yourself.
Value. Yes.
You have to add up. So we are accountant, and then interested no.
There are a lot of things.
Because I know a lot of accountants are almost market people.
Yeah.
Market women, and they get so much money in the sells selling those kind of things in addition to their main job, rather than going to the office to sit there every day. Office not gotten every day, crana. And which at the end, baby, no money stroke. Until when you do baby pen on which are not what focusing on the other skill in or one. So, until your best repair, your best say, oh my, yeah, make it good use of our time. Where the agroni be a year? Bema ni young fue, where the agroni be a year? What we see time ni be a year? Or papa, just what to recover from one man to the other? It's no. A man also say you sit down and then make good use of your time. Don't waste your life.
Sure.
Because maybe the man you are trying to please, and until me you and then and you're no put over.
They be there and they say you just waste your time on all this unhealthy relationship. At the end of the day, square zero. And at times it will not even be for like 3 months or something, like 7 years, and then you now come back to square one. And you see that you can't just pick up the pieces, because looking at this, if you start with this person, let me take like maybe 18 plus 15, 25 years, and you waited that 7 years, you can't get that 7 years back. So please be wise. The Bible tells us that make good use of every opportunity given, because the days are evil. Sure. We don't have much time on our side, so please.
Your maker will call you, because you might be in a process of wasting your life. Then Wakacho said that you
remember the story of the guy that had the one talent, and he was like, let me hide it. He didn't make good use of the time. And when the master came, even that one cried, oh. So please, my dear ones out there, and especially my youth, they are the ones on my heart, especially.
Of course,
please
youth,
and please.
The youth is the future of this nation, but it's like we have lost our focus.
Yes,
we have lost. This COVID-19 has really exposed
everybody.
We've all been exposed one way or the other. So we, as the youth, that the nation's future is in our hands. The nation's future is in our hands, but it's like we ourselves, so you're prepared. We've lost focus.
What about you can do best? The time is now. The time is now. So please.
What will see many be at you? She said, last year, send you now to know. Because last year January picture. Now for compare.
It will be why Kessie, but it's not Kessie with value. Kessie with obesity.
Some of them may come back until the last year picture. Share this year. We will say there's a step ahead of you growing.
Sure.
It's either say
progressively or you are declining.
What will say you've gotten you've taken a step ahead of you. But I shall say picture nerve and so
but hey, good time management, am I fine?
Yeah, oh man, and I can manage your time. Yeah, you look fine. Obi will say, wow, hey, Adan, what the heck? Adan, what the yesterday gone crony be one, there be oh, maybe I will be crown, only run a dim come. But because you
manage your time so well.
You do
and please, Ghanaians from today, please learn to take vacations. Learn to go for holidays. Learn to go for sightseeing. Oh, sightseeing. I just go and relax.
Couples be or her, just say they be a Juma, school, a Juma school. I say, yeah, never ending no. I can't find him Pieda and tea. Obi first of all come on. But I not training this. I said and be behind because Uncle baby or Jessica boom near the pew.
No.
Just take your kids somewhere. Then you know time you know who plan your family lifetime. There was Saudi and
sure, it's one area that we don't even make good use of.
It's one area that we don't pay attention to. And I don't think it will help as individuals that you're growing up. So I say so I'm ready hope. Let's make good use of our time.
Sure.
Youth no na ya here because youth in we speak for the youth.
Yeah.
Youth no obi a when you need ya ono ni mremeka say wa boni brad baby. But ye ya afa ni ye ba no. Won nti na oba ebi a odu baby pe ye say no nko fasha say how ye na worry. And ni chere say baby
that one is a topic for another day. Ye na worry issues. Hey, please.
We stage na war first no mu
what
say ano almost show physically, almost say.
No, this person is.
I was so you no worry. So after and then the child say you Adia Chandia saying we are taking a step forward. Dear we be who say the adi who now do time ya adi who na do baby a bedroom level bia you be exposed.
Sure.
When you the moment you get exposed of the evil things and all the bad things you've been doing, you'll be wasting your time on problem. Why waste your time?
And then with this thing, please, when it comes to the subject of rest as part of time management, we should really make use of that. Get a proper time. We all have 8 hours to sleep. It's me, please schedule it. If you don't want the 8 hours, at least 6 hours will do. So at least you schedule your time. I know that by maybe latest by 10 p.m. I should be in bed.
Sure.
Latest by 4 a.m. I should be awake. So please.
2 o'clock. No. What time do you expect to relax? 2 o'clock, no doubt.
And we are in a generation whereby we say that we don't hear the voice of God anymore. Do we even make time to hear the voice of God? Because all your time is on social media. I learned of one story. I say, Nipa kono de prayer and abo by who say, and then the person will be like, God, number one. So we need to. And if you do God number one, God would also paste it on the wall, and you to make it. You don't have that spiritual eyes to look at it. So please. Please.
The prophet and can say prophet.
All these discussions, no, they are story for another. Because now we don't wait to hear on God, but we are rather waiting for. We rather have itching ears. We want others to tell us what God is saying. But why don't you hear from God yourself?
No, you know, sometimes what the person is doing, ama onwa himself nyame entimi ni
inse onya time obi onya time and here say yeti I say mintam benwa me be sa akwa me ferry, so I'll not even come. But if I already have that rapport, anytime I can.
A great man of God has ever shared an experience. Say, when you grow up, like having time with God, there will be a time that you grow up to a standard that when you are even chatting, the way you are able to chat with humans, having 2 chairs and all that, you can sit on one chair and tell God, this is your chair. You
come and sit down.
You are chatting with him one-on-one. That is when you've grown to a stage that you have time with God.
Sure.
Because time management and
it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. But I know that from today we've repented. So
it's another ample time I was saying having.
I think we'll talk about this in way.
Schoolmate. Your schoolmate. You even get them open them by a boyfriend. Hello dear, all dress, you know. Bibi aboko. Who die ye? Oh yeah, there are dear see. After I miss me home. Into who dear, would a man cut him away? Would the agent so I? You get all time to do this.
But I don't have time for the one who gives you life.
But the one who created you, the one who holds the key to your life. He can take it anytime, any day. Uko ejuma na that day nunyame se oje unkwa. He will not ask permission from your pastor. He will not ask permission from anybody. He will not call your dad or your mom to ask her, Pacha, me person me je ubane nkwa o. Odwen hu sen. Nyame oni obi ankwa sai you know. So why won't you get some time for him? Obi anka so for the whole day ye rababasa kata ya men mom ba men go ye ejuma.
Now prayer cry, it's not always about like but as you are going on your daily activities, you are still in the mood of prayer.
So what else are you know? What else are make I say you are who interview. Now one person who asama okaka who nim ne okaka. But sometimes now I can't grab a draw no. You feel say just say something. Who nim ne empire baba who there say when God baptize you that just blow in tongues. You blow it and yes break. But you blow it whilst you are taking your bold step to the interview hall to get. But obey you won't. If you obey do cramp way. Now interview
all things will fall into the right places for you.
But the moment have side no now we but obey do na better on so who ni omebusa.
Sure.
No obey say whatever if it's a job when your appointment. So having time for yourself, having time for God first and then yourself. is very, very necessary.
Very necessary. The time is now.
Mammy, I did Eddie some Hunusa, me did bear 27 Nelcon, and I'm a say, bossy, you are shaka, hey, never blood brother, sister,
be grounded.
Be grounded. Also, I grounded before the time comes. And brand new. Yamia, my ample time, if you answer, sister, I know your brand and Yamidi and Ejuma. But more be our time. If your time is due, nothing can stop him. He will take his life back. What time no so untim kasa nyame wo de fa bika ho mame because unim say me see su no me papa anhwe me mame anhwe me nti wo de man me ambo bra papa bia nti afa na me sha asese me diska afa na me pese me ware nti wo de twen na me ware wi ano age me nkwa da bi o nyame obo no the bread na enejuma wo nkwa no e bread ho so don't waste that time that God has given you. They say what bread no this is a time for you to have time for God and I have time for yourself. Pacho, your final words before we sign out.
Okay, so before we sign out, as I said earlier, the time is now. Don't just wait. Don't just think that I will do it tomorrow. Or whatever you have doing. That's what Jesus Christ told Judas. Do it now. So we shouldn't just push it. That after listening to all this talk, I believe we have all learned one thing or one or the other. So let's just go out there and make very good use of time. And trust me, it will pay off someday. Sure. So stay blessed, and we hope that as we've told you, you are going to put all of them, and we ourselves are going to put good use of all our time, and then going to put all that we've learned into good practice. And then one day we would all attest to it that making good use of time has really affected and impacted our lives positively. So God bless us all. We love you so much.
Thank you so much, Sister, because we are always happy to have you.
It's been my pleasure.
It's always been a blessing to us, and we pray that whatever you've released today, whatever you've shared with us, God will give you a deeper understanding of His word, and then whatever you still have in store to share in our subsequent videos ahead. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. We are always privileged to have you. I will encourage you that you keep liking. You can follow Match TV on all our social media handles. You can follow Match TV on Facebook, Match TV on Twitter, Match TV on YouTube, Match TV on Instagram. You like, you comment, and you share. Before we sign out, there's one.
Patrick, serious.
Yeah, so Juma could be no musoyas na yedi media you grow. Say be a upper or worry and after more console musi say muhomu baby I am design of mo wedding cards and say muye jumeku be mu baby I am t-shirts, mu branded t-shirts, ne
logo designs,
uti like bibia everything design, photo shoots, anything media, call Think IT Solutions. Okohwa ombe bibiama o kama. Think IT Solutions. Yes, see, perfection is our hallmark. If you want anything perfect for designs, then run to Think IT now. You can call them on 0240-316743. I call the number again 0240-316743. I will encourage you that you go there for all your designs, and trust me, you will surely get a perfect one.
And one thing, my costume, please. If you need some of my style, it's by Debbie Scooter.
Wow! So if you need some of our costume, as you can see, we are looking very good. Yeah, so we're dressed by Debbie Scooter. You can call Debbie Scooter on
055 2033 868 055 2033
Yeah, so that is Debbie Scooter for you. Obaso hu ye fet se na ye ho ye kama enwumre ya fa ye ho se kama dia.
Ya jitu ye ho pa.
We dey frɛ won na ombe ba ofia ba be measurement. Bibia ma ye wi ya pam ne kama ya je o kitu e bi. Kitwa bi oska kitwa bi na obetua na ya yo kama. It has a pastor with you bread share me. Your guest was Sister Big
Girl Jacobson.
Aye.
And then
Abrofo no makasa. My name is Ajamira. As you know already, of course, I know you know already. My name is Ajamira, and the program is Motivational Room here on Match TV. Until we meet in our next live section, remember that Jesus loves you.
Sure.
Oh boy, no so do.
Sure.
No
love is greater.
Yes, sooner do. And until now, secrets now go catch it. One reveal and show be and no necessary sum no. Radin show.
Amen.
No youngest, no boy in your home by Yamia Doma. Tuesday, you best sign Asia. Just take good care of yourself. You like, you comment, you share. And God will bless you. Thank you so much. Until we meet on Tuesday. Eat. Bye.